Here's integrated 3 is problem 6-64. It says when the principal at Algiers High School started the job many years ago, he believed that over 20% of the students are text messaging at least once a week during class. He believed this was an impediment to effective learning. Students claimed that the actual percentage was much lower and that stricter rules were not necessary. Mrs. R secretly observed her homeroom class very carefully for a week. Only 13% of students actually text messaged during class. Assuming her homeroom was a representative of the whole school, Mrs. R's class did a computer simulation and determined a margin of error of 10%. So they gave us the margin of error. We don't have to find out what it is. They told it to us. Is it plausible that the principal was correct and 20% of the school was text messaging? So in this one, we don't have to go find anything. We just use the numbers that they gave us. They already did the simulation. We're just going to use the numbers they got. So we need a confidence interval. The suspicion is that 20% of the students are texting. We know we're going to use this 13 because it says we're going to assume that's a representative of the whole school. So 13% plus or minus the margin of error. They told us they did the simulation and that the margin of error is 10. So 13 minus 10 is 3%. 13 plus 10 is 23%. This is the suspicion, Mr. Whoever the principal is. He thinks that kids are texting 20% of the time. When you do a simulation, 90% of the data is going to fall in this confidence interval. Well, the 20 is in between 3 and 23%. So we're going to say mathematically, statistically, he's right. It is true that 20%, let's see, what exactly is the question? We're going to say it is plausible that the principal was correct because, you want me to write this whole thing, don't you? It is plausible that the principal was correct because 20% falls within the confidence interval, or the margin, the 13 plus or minus the margin of error.